The New York Times reports that White House aides are working on a pact that would see Saudi Arabia normalize ties with Israel. That would be in exchange for a security agreement with the United States resembling NATO or what we have with our Asian Pacific allies. It would theoretically commit the United States to helping defend Saudi Arabia if it's attacked. For more, let's bring in Jamil Jaffer, founder and executive director for the National Security Institute at George Mason University's Antonin Scalia Law School. Jamil, good to have you.
Thanks for having me on, Marky. Sorry.
All good. I've been called worse. Don't think twice about it. What do you know about the terms being discussed here and what a deal might look like if it actually came to fruition?
Well, Marky, it looks like a potentially large and expansive deal. What's on the table currently is potentially security assurances for Saudi Arabia, committing the United States to defending that nation in the case of an attack. For Israel, it's an opportunity to be recognized and acknowledged by Saudi Arabia as a legitimate nation state. And for the Palestinians, it may involve some agreement with Israel to limit settlements in the occupied territories. So this is an ongoing discussion, still open to debate amongst the parties. But what appears to be in play is a major peace deal in the Middle East, building upon the Abraham Accords entered into by the Trump administration with key Middle East nations and Israel.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if we see this thing signed, sealed, and delivered. What's the geopolitical significance and the advantage for the United States here, and particularly when it comes to Arab-Israeli tensions, Beijing's efforts to expand its influence in the Middle East? What do we gain exactly?
Well, it's a great question, Marky. You know, the part of the challenge here is that China has been making efforts in the region to assert its responsibility and authority. It tried to do a deal between Iran and Saudi Arabia, creating new diplomatic relations. That deal largely doesn't appear to have had much substance to it. Yet this deal, if it does involve Saudi recognition of Israel, is a major feather in the cap for the Biden administration. It could be their major foreign policy win if they're able to get it over the line. And what it means for the administration is it allows them, while committing to a security guarantee in the Middle East, allows them to complete their focus now, turning their attention to the large challenge with China in the Indo-Pacific region as well. So in a lot of ways, an opportunity for Israel to get recognition, an opportunity for Saudi Arabia to demonstrate that it has a strong alliance with the United States against Iran and other adversaries in the region, and an opportunity for the United States to box out increasingly active other actors like Russia and China in the Middle East region.
Well, let's talk about opposition, though, because I know this is likely, right, to draw some strong pushback from those in Congress, probably also Americans, if it hasn't already. Some senior U.S. lawmakers, including top Democrats, see the Saudi government as unreliable partners. So what does some of this opposition look like? And is that a valid concern to keep in mind when we're talking about striking a deal?
Sure. For those concerned with human rights in the Middle East, obviously there are concerns about what Saudi Arabia allegedly did with an American reporter, Jamal Khashoggi, murdering him in the embassy in Turkey. That's obviously raised huge human rights concerns, long-standing concerns with our partners in Saudi Arabia. At the same time, the possibility that a major Middle East peace deal might be in the offing and an opportunity for the Biden administration to get a major foreign policy win is something congressional Democrats are going to have a hard time opposing. On the other side of the aisle, Republicans obviously concerned with the upcoming elections will see this as an opportunity for the Biden administration to get some points on the board. And yet, if Israel is supportive of this deal and wants this deal to go through and wants that recognition that they've long sought from Saudi Arabia and the other Middle Eastern nations that are allied with the United States, this could be a deal that gets bipartisan support in Congress simply because the parties have come together and found a path forward that works not just for the United States, in the region and globally, but also for our partners both in Israel and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting to see how America's adversaries react to this if a pact is reached. Russia, China, Iran. We'll see it if it happens. Jamil Jaffer, thanks so much. As always, appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.